You know, a concept very dear to my heart, and thank you, Valerie and Beauty World, to allow me to talk about it, which I think is also going to shape the future of perfumery, is the code of ethics. So, you know, I've written a manifesto a while back that I've updated not too long ago, but if you know it, that's what it is. Otherwise, you can find it online for free or from the stores that represent me for free as well. And in here, I explain how education is extremely important. I also explain how perfumery has not had an ethical code for the past 10,000 years. You know how every profession has a code of ethics, or just about every profession, like doctors have to sign a sermon. You have journalists have a very strict code of ethics if they are excellent journalists. And however, perfumery, the perfume industry, has not established a code of conduct specifically for perfumery. So, of course, when you work in the fragrance industry, you are expected to respect diversity, to respect every ethnicity, to respect every individual. So, I think we are very good in the fragrance industry compared to some other industries, and this is not what I'm talking about. Of course, we can improve quite a few areas, but I'm talking specifically for the perfume industry. For instance, I think that perfumers should be credited on every piece that they create, should be credited in the magazines, in the reports, on the bottles, just like a poet is always named as soon as the poem is cited, even just 3 sentences of the poem, you have the poet cited for the life of the poet and after his or her death, actually. So it's not the case in perfumery at all. Another example is when a perfumer uses an existing creation from another perfumer, that original perfumer should also be credited. When brands use a perfumer or use the work of a perfumer and ask another perfumer to create something similar, basically you're doing a remix like a DJ, taking a song and making a remix out of it. You credit the original music composer. For instance, another area I believe strongly in is the fact that if perfumers are artists, and frankly, every brand likes to say that their perfumers are artists because the public likes to hear that, and I think it is normal. However, backstage, perfumers are not treated like artists. For instance, there is 99% of cases there are no royalty system for perfumers. And for their families, 70 years after the death of the perfumer. As I said, perfumers are not credited all the time, etc., etc. When the work of a perfumer is changed, because for whatever reason, for instance, in the French law, when you are considered an artist, you cannot change the art piece without the consent of the original artist. This is a very strong law. Perfumery, all bets are off. Everything is a Wild West. And legally so, the Wild West legally so, this is crazy. So I believe everyone of reputation in the fragrance industry should sign a code of ethics. So we've created such a code. You'll find it at perfumeryethics.org. It's called the PC, the Perfumery Code of Ethics. There are 8 clauses that people can pledge on, and you just have to go on the website. You fill out a form directly on the website because it's all automatic. We have a small committee, but it's all volunteer work, proofing a little bit the person and the work of the person. But you can be a journalist, you can be a store owner, you can be, of course, a perfumer, you can be just an aficionado, an aficionada, and you just pledge that you're going to respect a few clauses. We have exactly 8 clauses, no more, no less. It's not about a financial contribution. Actually, there's nothing about a fee or anything. It's just a pledge of yourself for yourself and to the outside world. You can put the PCE logo on your website. It's actually based on an honesty system, and we currently don't have a big enforcement system for that, but we check. I would just encourage everyone to pledge, and this code of ethics is soon going to be integrated, hosted by the Academy of Perfumery and Aromatics, which is a non-profit organization to promote the art of perfumery, just like you have an Academy of Art and Science or Royal Societies of Arts and Sciences. We believe that perfumery should be protected or should be promoted by such an organization, and that organization should host the code of ethics so that it can be a normal way of behaving in our industry and in our art.